F on dream, the wind is some of them collard green. No hell, no ever the whip. I know several the trip. Yep. A little camp for something to prove.
Welcome to Ashland High School's Joe Pro.
We eat our grits and we don't mind sweet and boy.
Hello, I'm Joseph Yaconelli.
And I'm Cass Anderson, and this is Ashland High School Broadcasting. This earthquake thing is big. In fact, it's 9.0 big. You may have heard that state officials are urging Southern Oregon residents to prepare themselves for an earthquake that could cut off access to food, water, and other essential supplies. If an earthquake like this were to hit, we could lose access to such supplies from up to weeks to months.
Usually families are recommended to have 72 hours worth of supplies, but in this case, they're recommended to have 2 weeks.
We got a chance to talk to Terry down at the Ashland Fire Station, who helped to explain the type of response that would come after the fact.
So the Juan de Fuca plate creates the Cascadia Fault. The Cascadia Fault runs from Northern California up into Alaska, and it's a subduction zone. And what's going to happen is every couple hundred years from historic record, we know that it has erupted, and we're about 100, 150 years overdue for that average of eruptions. So we also know from historic record that those eruptions can create a magnitude earthquake of up to a 0.9 and higher. One thing that we like to really highlight is having a ready kit or a go kit, being prepared for at least 72 hours. In the event that there is a large-scale earthquake, it takes out roads, it causes landslides, power's down, water mains could be down. The response from a small community's emergency responders isn't going to suffice a community the size of 20,000. And during a large-scale earthquake, we have what we call standard operating guidelines for how we're going to respond. And typically it's structured into zones, so there's 5 different geographic zones that we've broken Ashland up into, and the members there all have what we call a base, which is a pod that consists of disaster supplies. Mostly it's to just know what your risks are and what your hazards that you do face in the community, and then how to mitigate those hazards, but also how to respond to them if they occur anyway. So you can do mitigation up until the actual response. Like if there's an earthquake and you've got all of your bookshelves, fastened to the wall and stuff, there's still going to be an earthquake, so there's still going to be an effect that it has on you. And so the best way is for you to just be knowledgeable of how it's best for you to react so that you're proactive before it occurs. So this is like a mini 72-hour kit, or what we call a car kit. Car kits are really great. See how small it is and compact. You can put it in your car. It's got a few bottles of water. It's got food rations and energy bars, and then some other essentials like toiletry, poncho, emergency blanket, distress banner. I mean, if you're lost in the woods or if you're lost at night, it's got a flashlight, it's got a little mini radio. All of the things that you would need immediately to sort of help you survive.
No matter what happens, it's always a good idea to be prepared, so make sure you and your family have an emergency plan that includes a meeting place.
Now on to lighter news. We got the chance to interview 3 more presidents of clubs, including Mu Alpha Theta and Robotics Club.
I'm Grady Colleen. I'm co-president of National Math Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, along with Ivan Carrier. The club is largely similar to National Honor Society, but just for people that are juniors or seniors and have a math GPA of 3.5 or higher.
I'm Ari Faulkner. I'm head of Ashland High School's chapter of the First Robotics Club. In this club, from scratch, from a bare kit of metals, we build, wire, program, and assemble, through our hands, through our own designs, a robot to compete in a specific game every year. We have to do a number of tasks each game and have a series of restrictions. But besides that, it's all up to us.
Thanks, guys. And next week we'll be interviewing 3 more clubs.
Now to our sports reporter, Carl Mogline, who's out on the football field to tell you all about last week's game.
Hello, Rogue News. I'm still Carl Mogline. Last Friday, I had the chance to be on the sideline as Ashland took on Springfield in their football game. It was a very exciting game, Ashland pulling out the win 34-28. We will now show you some highlights and an interview with quarterback Daniel White.
Daniel, you ran that great play on, I believe it was 3rd and 7, kind of a game-clinching touchdown. What were you thinking as that play went on?
Well, in the huddle before the play, coaches were telling us we were going to run like a little bootleg, and they said, don't throw the ball, just run it. Whatever you see, just take it, get a first down. And first down turned into a touchdown, I can't complain about that. So.
All right, and now you guys are 5-0, really looking like a contender for a state championship. How do you stay focused on the next few games before looking ahead to what could be really a season with unlimited potential?
It's like our coaches always tell us, you just take it one game at a time, 1 of 14. We never overlook an opponent, and we always prepare ourselves to just win a game, one game at a time.
All right, thank you, Daniel, and good luck next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carl.
I imagine many of you freshmen out there are scared and confused, seeking the wisdom of those who came before. Well, lucky for you, we got to interview some Ashland alumni who happen to be freshmen themselves now, only college freshmen.
Hi, my name is Angelique Brownlee, and I am attending Cornell University. And my piece of advice for freshmen is don't overstretch yourself. Choose things that you really, really love to do and really dive deep into them instead of trying to create a bunch of different things that you kind of enjoy.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm Jericho, and I'm going to Sarah Lawrence College in Bronxville, New York. And my advice to incoming high school freshmen is to do activities, to do things that you're interested in, even if you don't know very much about it, because the hardest thing in high school is making friends, and that's really what it teaches you, and that's really the skills that high school can teach you are really what you're going to get out of it the most. And so if you really throw yourself into activities and throw yourself into things that you might be passionate about, then you'll get so much out of it. You'll get new friends, you'll get new skill sets, all that good stuff.
Hi, my name is Auburn Beebe. I go to Portland State University, and my piece of advice to freshmen would probably be work hard this year, because every year in high school matters for your GPA when you're trying to get into school your senior year. It may seem like a ways off, but if you screw around your freshman year, it's going to matter, so make sure to work hard.
Now a message from the Rogue News Online editors who want to invite you to something very special.
Juan Felipe Herrera, renowned writer, playwright, educator, and California Poet Laureate, will read and discuss his poetry on Thursday, October 17th, 2013 at 7:30 p.m. in the Mountain Avenue Theater.
Additionally, Herrera will be conducting educational workshops with students, teachers, and the public in the days surrounding the event. Herrera is a professor of creative writing in the Department of Creative Writing at the University of California, Riverside. He is the recipient of the Guggenheim Fellowship in Poetry and the winner of multiple awards such as the National Book Critics Circle Award for Poetry, PEN USA Literary Award for Poetry, Beyond Margins Award, and the Americans Award.
As a teacher, Mr. Herrera has demonstrated a tremendous capability to entertain, educate, and encourage students. Interest in writing aside, the events promise entertainment and education. In the past, some teachers have even offered extra credit. We hope to see you there.
Thanks, guys. That sounds like it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, that's all we have for this week. Make sure to like us on Facebook and check theroguenews.com for updates and deadlines. This has been Joseph Yaconelli
and Cass Anderson. Thanks for watching Ashland High School Broadcasting.